Hello and welcome to Channel 5 News. I'm Leah Siosin, and this just in, news of Robert F. Kennedy's most recent speech has rocked the nation. Earlier today, Robert F. Kennedy, while on his presidential campaign to Indianapolis, Indiana, was informed upon the assassination of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and decided to take action. Dr. King was a man who held similar views to those of Kennedy, being a leading figure in the civil rights movement. Instead of delivering his planned campaign speech, Kennedy opted to create an improvised speech on the subject. Standing on a truck, unprotected in the downtown ghetto, Kennedy delivered the news of Dr. King's death and counseled the shocked crowd, suggesting that they honored the deceased leader's legacy by continuing their nonviolent protests instead of turning to mindsets of hatred and violence. Kennedy quoted the poet Aeschylus, declaring,
"Even in our sleep, pain which cannot forget falls drop by drop upon the heart, until in our own despair, against our will, comes wisdom through the awful grace of God."
His acknowledgement to the suffering of civil rights supporters, especially that of the African Americans, and the story of his own personal experiences showed that he was still able to move on while spreading his hope for the future. Though the crowd at first appeared to be distressed by the sudden and grim news, it appears as though Kennedy's words worked to soothe the audience as he sympathized and inspired them. Even now, reports of riots have spread throughout the nation, though the citizens of Indianapolis appear to have remained peaceful. Kennedy's demonstration and his pleas for unity and compassion will ensure that April 4th, 1968 will be remembered as a prominent date in his campaigning history.